Her name was Adara, sweet like honey, soft-spoken, smart, and beautifully naive in the worst way. She believed in love like some people believe in magic, blindly, fiercely, and without pause. But what nobody told her was that sometimes love can feel like drowning with no ocean in sight. She met Chuka in her final year at university, tall, charismatic, dangerous. The kind of man your mama prays you never fall for. He walked like he owned the world and smiled like he'd never done anything wrong in his life. And Adaora? She was enchanted. From day one, there were red flags screaming like sirens. Chuka smoked like a chimney and drank like water. He had a temper that could explode without warning. But Adaora didn't see that. She saw potential. She saw a wounded soul. She saw what she wanted him to be, not who he actually was. The first time he hit her, it was because she laughed at a joke another man made. Just a damn joke. She didn't even realize what happened until her head was ringing and her lips were bleeding. He cried afterward, of course, brought flowers, apologized like a Nollywood actor, told her he loved her too much and that he was just scared to lose her. And Adaora, she forgave him because women like her, soft-hearted and raised on fairy tales, believe that love is supposed to hurt sometimes. They think they can fix broken men with prayer and patience. Spoiler alert, they can't. She caught him cheating multiple times. One time with her course mate, another time with a girl from the choir. She confronted him, and every time he gaslight the hell out of her, flip the script, blame her, and then fake tears. And yet, she stayed. Her pastor warned her, "This man will not bring you peace. You cannot change him in marriage. That is not your job." But Adaora, drunk on fantasies and blinded by hope, nodded politely and did the exact opposite. She married him. The wedding was beautiful. White dress, church flowers, fake smiles. People clapped, unaware they were celebrating the beginning of her slow destruction. The wedding night, a disaster. Chuka got high and passed out on the bed, reeking of weed and perfume. No love, no intimacy, just smoke and silence. 2 months in, she got pregnant. It was the only light in her dark tunnel. She started to believe maybe, just maybe, he'd change for the baby. But when she asked him to stop smoking around her, he flipped, threw his plate at the wall, called her a nag. One night, after accusing her of disrespecting him in front of his friends, he beat her so badly she collapsed. She woke up in the hospital and was told she had lost the baby. He didn't even come to check on her, didn't even send a text. Adaora sat in that cold hospital bed, her stomach hollow, her heart shattered, whispering to the child she'd never meet, "I'm sorry, I should have left." She finally did. Packed her bags quietly. No drama, no last fights. Just left. She moved in with her friend Ifeoma into a one-room apartment that leaked when it rained. But at least it didn't leak pain. She started therapy. At first she hated it, but slowly the sessions helped her peel back the layers of denial she had wrapped around herself for years. I stayed because I thought love was enough. I stayed because I didn't want to fail. I stayed because I thought pain meant passion. I stayed because I didn't know my worth. She broke down once and admitted what she had buried deep inside. I didn't just lose a baby. I lost myself. Her pastor visited, not to shame her, not to gloat, but to hug her, to pray with her, to remind her that God's grace isn't reserved for the perfect, but for the broken who are willing to heal. She started finding pieces of herself again through books, writing, sketching, and long walks where she let the wind wash off the weight of years of emotional bruising. She joined a women's support group. She spoke at one of their events. Her hands trembled, but her voice grew stronger with every word. When she finished, the whole room stood up to clap. That night, Adora realized that her pain wasn't pointless. It had purpose. And of course, Chuka came crawling back. He called, texted, showed up at her church like a ghost trying to resurrect a dead love story. Said he had changed, cried like he meant it. She didn't even flinch. She looked him dead in the eye and said, "Go fix yourself for your own sake. I'm not your rehab." He stormed off, cursing her like the same angry demon he'd always been. A year later, Adara launched an NGO called Love Shouldn't Hurt. It became a sanctuary for women like her, women who loved too hard, lost too much, and lived to tell the story. She started getting recognition. One day at a conference in Lagos, a soft-spoken man approached her and said, "My sister left her abusive husband because of your video. Thank you." Adora smiled, a real smile, the kind that comes from deep, earned peace. Maybe one day she'll love again, but she's not rushing it, because now she knows that the kind of love that destroys you isn't love at all. It's poison in a perfume bottle. Love doesn't fix broken men, only they can fix themselves. Marriage isn't a rehab. Your love isn't a band-aid. And for God's sake, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first damn time.